J-Pro World again. The things I wish I knew before I started a YouTube channel. The shocking reality of becoming a YouTuber. There's so many ups and downs when you become a YouTuber. When you are not a YouTuber and you sit there and you watch all the amazing contents from content creators who are very much creative. Most of their contents can be sometimes educational. It can teach you to do something and all of that, because a lot of people, just to know how to do something, they'll just go to YouTube and in no time you have just learned how to do something, and that's you there getting it done. DIY, fixing a car, whatever it is. But this was me as a person outside looking in before I was a YouTuber. When I became a YouTuber, I realized how difficult being a YouTuber can be, how difficult it is to actually create meaningful content. You know, a lot you tend to realize now that everybody now is a YouTuber, and the purpose on YouTube now is no longer educational, entertaining, or anything of that nature. The shocking reality of YouTube now is that it's a dog eat dog world. You have many creators now who will create a channel with the hope of building that channel, but in the process of doing so, their sole purpose is to tear down another YouTuber. Many people venture into YouTube without even the mindset of just an income stream. Many people venture into YouTube just to show the world and use their passion to entertain, to teach, or whatever it may be. The moment, I think lockdown did a lot, I would say good and bad for YouTube, but mostly so bad, because many people who weren't YouTubers before have now become YouTubers. They are inspired by other YouTubers and they see the glamour, the glitter, the luxury and everything. And they say, well, I can create a YouTube channel. Like myself, I have created a YouTube channel, I think, since 2016, right? YouTube is a lot harder than people think. It's way, way harder than people think. And when I created that YouTube channel in 2016, for me, it was mostly to deliver motivational speech and stuff like that. This didn't work. I went back to the drawing board and I came back with doing a bit of breaking news. It partially works. I went back to the drawing board. I started doing a bit of cooking videos. That didn't work. I went back to the drawing board and I started to bring out my sense of humor, my jovial side, my fun side, telling stories and stuff like that, having a laugh. That worked. I started delivering people stories and all of that. That worked. But doing so, I have come across a lot of back and forth with YouTubers in recent times. And majority of these YouTubers that I have been back and forth with, some of them may have had a YouTube channel for years as well, but now they have seems to start actually putting in the work, because now it's out there in the public's eye that you can create a YouTube channel, you can get monetized, you can make money, you just need to make some videos that get some views. It's no longer about entertaining anybody. It's no longer about being informative. It's no longer about teaching somebody something again. No, now it's about doing anything on YouTube to get the views, even if that means tearing down another YouTube channel, right? Because guess what? As long as I can get someone to watch it, I am going to deliver this. You have peoples of all ages, right, on YouTube. And YouTube was never a place where a certain language was tolerated, right? And YouTube now is pretty much like a TikTok platform, you know, the language. Nobody cares who watch anymore, you know. And sometimes if you're not careful, you can be sucked into all of this because like I've said to you guys, the shocking reality, it's because I have come across many cases where I see YouTubers back and forth. I can list now many YouTubers who their channels are basically built to tear down other YouTubers. You understand? That's what their channel is built for. Nevertheless, you have some people who they probably just get caught in the crossfire and everything. Don't get me wrong, you have brilliant minds here on YouTube, you know, but if you intend to become a YouTuber, you have to look out for all of these things. It's not what it used to be. It's not what YouTube used to be. And remember, you have to be a bit controversial for your channel to grow as a new YouTuber. The hardest thing for a new YouTuber is to get that 1,000 subscriber, that 4,000 watch time hours, and even after getting that is to continue to grow, to get subscribers and to get the views, because you could be monetized at any time. And when you're monetized, you still make no money from YouTube because the contents that you're putting out, no one is watching them. Throughout my whatever with all these YouTubers, I have always said something to them which some may have taken on board and some may have not taken on board, that you have to be careful what you build your channel on. There is no way you can build your channel and hate and tear down and all of these things and expect that channel will last. YouTube has been around for many years, and people have seen many YouTubers, even some that was at the top of their game, just gave up YouTube because it's time demanding. Your thought process is tested daily. You have to be able to create the right content. And this is one thing as well, which a lot of YouTubers don't realize. Creativity is always the key in YouTube. Because if you're a blogger or whatever the case may be, there is going to be that time, that season when there is just not anything trending that you can talk about. What do you do then? Do you put your channel on pause and get kicked back to the bottom of the algorithm? What do you do? Do you wait until something is trending back? So this is where creativity comes in even on a particular topic, right? Because just of recently, I have just chucked myself into a blah, blah, blah thing with other YouTubers because many people know I like to test my little whatever with YouTubers sometime, especially the young ones who come in with the wrong mindset on YouTube. You understand? I am a young YouTuber myself, you understand? But I try to emulate from the ones before me, you know? Majority of these bigger YouTubers, they are in their own lane. It's either they are doing pranks, it's either they are teaching you about DIY, you have YouTubers just on immigration, you have YouTubers just on beauty, you have YouTubers who do vlog the lifestyle vlogging, YouTubers who do finance. The best thing for a person to venture into this YouTube world in is your area of specialty, right? So if you're a specialist in a particular area, it could be your job, it could be your career, something that you can do without, you can do it effortlessly. You understand? You can do it without even think about it. People will not understand about me because for me, it is natural for me to give jokes. I do that every day, wherever I go. That's how I was raised. I was raised in that type of household. You understand? It's nothing for me to just say crazy things and give a joke and turn things into anything. That's me. I do that effortlessly. I don't even need to think about that. Right? On top of that, again, I also have a finance background. So I could come out here with a channel and teach finance as well because I also have a finance background. But then again, you have different niche, right? And I would like to say, if it's positive and it works for you, then I would say you stick to that niche. If your mission on YouTube is to actually educate or give something to somebody, you are a specialist in an area and you think that I have experienced a lot of this throughout my career, and I feel like I would like to bless YouTube with this knowledge so that someone can learn something from it. Simple things like mechanic, changing a light bulb, doing this, how to check your oil, or anything. That's valuable, especially for a female or a male who have just had their first car. That's valuable knowledge you have just put out there to share with the world. But when now you have YouTubers that come into the space, right? And they literally come in with the wrong mindset. They, let me tell you this, if you are after views, you will get it in a negative form. I can say that much. If you're coming to new YouTube with negativity as a new YouTuber, and I would like all potential YouTubers to watch and see this video because the reality of being a YouTuber is totally different. You can come into YouTube with the best mindset ever sometimes, but you get sucked in by the negativity which is being introduced to YouTube of recently, right? You come in as a YouTuber, you create a channel, right? But you create a channel because of a particular topic. Your channel was birthed by that topic. Because you say it's not difficult to create a YouTube channel. You have an email address. Everybody have YouTube. You can create a YouTube channel. For some reason, you manage to get to your 1,000 subscriber. You manage to get monetized. And now you have an income coming in from YouTube. How do you maximize on this? Do you want this to be something that will last 4 months, 5 months, or 6 months? YouTube ain't going anywhere. Google ain't going anywhere. So this could be a lifelong thing. But they say you reap what you sow. So if you're going to create a channel based on tearing down people or a negative perspective all the time, one thing for sure, in the moment, you will be growing, you'll be finding content, you'll be making money, but it won't last. When you hear the saying, right? When they say sometimes it is not always the fastest person who win the race. It's always who can endure it and who always have a game plan. Let me ask people who have seen me in whatever on YouTube. Haven't you guys noticed that this channel that I have now, I use it to play around. But at the same time, I have a main channel which I don't play around with. You understand? Because I have various different topics that I want to put on that channel, and I want to be able to switch what I want on that channel all the time. And that's not the energy for that channel. Half the time I'm just playing with these young YouTubers. But while I'm playing with them, I am also trying to bless them with whatever I have learned on YouTube. But tell you what, a lot of them are very ego-driven. So sometimes I can draw them out to expose them as well. But in the same time, many of them do have the potential to become some of the best YouTubers. You understand? There are levels to YouTube, right? And these YouTubers still don't figure this out. Number one, when you're a YouTuber, you get to 1,000 YouTube subscriber, you'll get your congratulations from YouTube. When you get to 10,000 subscriber, you will get your official congratulation at 10,000 subscriber, which they'll send to you, right? When you cross 10,000 subscriber, your channel is heavily scrutinized. You are no longer below the starting board again when you get to 10,000 subscriber. That is a milestone in YouTube, 10,000 subscribers. When you get to 25,000 subscribers, you have brands start looking at you. You have brands that start looking at you and they'll filter through your contents, right? You go on. When you hit 50,000 subscribers, brands start sending you offers on top of offers on top of offers. So once you hit 25,000 subscribers, you could find yourself getting offers from a lot of brands. But a brand will only associate themselves with you based on what you represent. It's always if your channel is suitable to advertise their brand. So you tell me now, a channel that's built and tearing down other YouTubers, how far do they go? You have YouTubers out here who their money is already set for the year. There is already a budget from companies, from brand deals, where they don't need to worry about views on YouTube. Because brands are not worried about your views. Brands are more worried about the amount of people that you can show their brand to. Views is not always the thing. And what's a lot of young YouTubers, I would say, right, don't realize is sometimes a man could get 5,000 views and you get 20,000, and he makes more money on that video than you who get the 20,000. What is your RPM? How much money do advertisers pay to advertise on your video? So sometimes these are the things where people don't realize. You see a lot of adverts in a person's video, more than others. Why? Because the content that they are putting out there is more aligned with this brand, so they want to chuck their adverts in their videos. You could have a video 30 minutes and you could get 2 or 3 adverts in it, but you have a 30 minutes video. You have another video, 30 minutes, you could get 7 to 10 adverts in it, every second adverts. It's the content that you put out there. You need to put meaningful content out there. Guys, you will realize now, I have not done it yet, but my job is completed, so people will eventually see. When I get in a cuss with YouTubers, I normally delete. When my job, whatever I try to accomplish is completed, I always delete all the videos. Because for future purpose, for brand purpose, I don't want those videos on my platform. It's that simple. Some YouTubers won't be able to do that because they'll lose the views, they'll lose videos. So that's why you need to make sure you offer something to YouTube. Remember, the persons who grow the fastest on YouTube and make the most money on YouTube are the persons who have something to offer to the audience. Whether it's a laugh, whether it's something teaching you how to make something, teaching you to solve a problem, or just showing you the world, or just let it be something which people can come in, watch and enjoy with the family. Clean contents, That's why I hear other YouTubers say to YouTubers that you cannot build a YouTube channel based on negativity. It will not go far. If you last 1 year on YouTube and you give up, you have just started YouTube and you are no longer around. Look on YouTube now and you will see so many YouTube channels, 10, 15, 20,000 subscribers, and they haven't posted a video in 6, 7, 8 months. Why? Why? They have chosen a niche which they cannot produce contents for it. The creativity is not there. There is only so much you can put out there, right, on negativity, unless something negative is happening in the space. It's that simple. You have to be able to create from anything. And that's one of the things about the space. One thing, I am a very young YouTuber, but I've grown very, very fast on YouTube. Very, very fast on YouTube. I have gone past many YouTubers who, when I was at 1,000 subscribers, they were like at 15, 20,000, and I've flown past them. Right? Why? I bring laughter. I bring joy. I bring something that people can, you probably have a stressful day. I bring something that people can sit down and laugh or something like that. I do a lot of trending topics. I do a lot of popular topics that are out there because I try to mix things up. And then there are times when I could just go off the top of my head like a video like this now. You understand? And videos like this are things that surprises me in YouTube. How many young YouTubers coming into the space, but the mindset that they come into the space with is a negative mindset. But tell you what, they are happy now that it's working. But ask yourself the question, 2, 3 years from now, do you think you can sustain that? Do you think you can sustain that going forward? It was shocking to see the amount of negativity that the space bring around. It was shocking to see the lack of creativity that the space now has. I have never been shocked of how difficult YouTube is. YouTube has always been difficult. But for a person on the outside, looking in, it looks easy, but it is a very difficult thing. Somebody mentioned South Pole earlier. A person like that understands YouTube. This is the difference. A person like that understands YouTube. Take a look through that person YouTube channel. He mix it up. He mix it up a lot. You know, he knows what he is doing on YouTube. That's the difference. It's his career. You know, it's his career. It's just one of those things, guys. You know, but I would say anybody who have something to offer, I would advise them to start a YouTube channel. You know, not everybody start a YouTube channel for the financial benefit of it. Some people just want a platform to share their knowledge and to really teach people things out there. So it doesn't matter what age you are at, because you have people who are 50, 60, 70. It's still okay to start a YouTube channel. Because just like when you have your grandma used to sit down and tell you Anansi's story, people are out there who miss these things. There's an old man on YouTube. I think he's somewhere in America, the countryside, probably Texas or something. And he just sits at his fireplace, right? And talks about like what life was in his time comparing to now. And you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. There is an audience for everybody out there. There's an audience for everybody. But one thing there is not an audience for is negativity and tear down. That audience is very short-lived, because it doesn't matter how negative the person is. They don't want to hear that every single day. Nobody wants to hear that every single day. You understand? But you have some people think that, oh, this is working for me. This can sustain me. Oh God, and I'm seeing something from it. But this is the shocking reality. This is the shocking reality of YouTube. You get hyped up by something working until that thing doesn't work anymore. What do you do? And you know why people give up now? Because that thing that used to work, right? And it's not working anymore. And they start trying new things which they should have been introducing before during the development of their channel, so that their audience know the versatility, right? They push that aside and work with the negativity because it was working at that time, and then boom, it stops working. Then you are left, are we? What do I do now? And then you start doing different videos now, and you're not getting the views that you were used to. It slowly start breaking your courage. Slowly start breaking it down. You see your subscribers going down, you see your views going down, and then your interest starts going down and everything, and then boom, I can't manage YouTube anymore. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. I can't manage it anymore. You'd be surprised how many YouTubers quit. You'd be surprised how many people have a YouTube channel and probably post like 5 videos and doesn't post anymore. You'd be surprised. It is more. YouTube is more than just coming on YouTube, getting into a cascas, trying to tear people down, running with the negativity. And it works, don't get me wrong. Negativity works for a period of time. Nobody wants to hear that all the time. Every trending topic dies down. You can try. Every trending topic dies down. Any niche that you choose, you have to be creative in it. You have to be creative. Let me tell you something. You have people with like 100,000 YouTube subscribers and they do videos and get like 2,000 views and thing. You have people now who they put out 1 or 2 videos a week and it's shocking the result they get on their channels. But every successful YouTuber is consistent in what they do. They are always consistent. Mr. Beast is relatively one of the biggest YouTuber you could ever think of. He has failed so many times, miserably. But tell you what, he kept consistent in doing his pranks and his whatever and his whatever. And up until today, that is his niche and he's the biggest YouTuber around. You have other YouTubers who were doctors and lawyers and accountants and all these type of people. You have comedians on it, right? Who used to be doing stand-up comedies, whatever the case may be, and they bring it to YouTube. And they are successful because they are bringing something meaningful to the platform. That is the big difference. So people, for me, before I became a YouTuber, all these things I never knew about them until I became a YouTuber. I didn't know how difficult YouTube was until I became an official YouTuber. I didn't know the amount of work you have to put in, the amount of research, the amount of editing. But tell you what, everybody now is looking for an easy pass. Because if something is trending in the media, it's easy to just turn on your thing and talk about it. Because it's out there, it's trending, and you'll get some views because it's out there, it's a popular search and everything. It's been searched for in the algorithm. So you put something out, for example, you call this person name or that person name. It's a popular search in the algorithm. And then what happens there, you get a few views. But then that search start going at the bottom of the pile then. Because every day you have something else coming out in every parts of the world. Because YouTube is a global thing. And it may be popular within your region, but at the same time, there are other popular stuff that's taking over the media. You understand? So people, nothing is wrong with doing a bit of this and a bit of that. But do not base your channel on negativity alone. Believe me when I tell you this today, it will not last. You will be a YouTuber who is short-lived. Or you'll be a YouTuber who your RPM doesn't make any sense. You're getting the views, but you're not seeing the money. Your RPM is not going anywhere, really. And you won't be a YouTuber who will get a brand deal because people think that big YouTubers make their money from YouTube views. No. YouTubers who are over 50,000 subscribers ongoing and who have gotten their YouTube plaque, they do not make their money from views on YouTube. Do you understand what I'm saying? No. They are not worried about the views. They have brand deals, they have contracts, they have videos that they do for brands which you are not even seeing on YouTube. But the brands pay for you. You are the product. Because of the following that you have, because of the platform that you have, the brand pay you. You are the product. And this is what people don't know. The brands will probably say, I need you to do an exclusive video for me so we can post it on all our platforms or whatever. And this is within our budget. And we'll give you what? 20,000 for the year. Somebody have just made 20,000 for the year already. Their check is already cut, paid for. The only commitment they need to do is probably say, I'm going to give you 5 videos for the year. And they're going to be exclusive. So any other brands within your need, within your line of product, I won't do anything else for them in that regards. 20,000 is already there. Are you worried about views on YouTube? You have just had 20,000. And that's just one brand deal. A brand can reach out to you and say, give me a 1 minute video. What's your rate for a 1 minute video? Many of you YouTubers don't know how to even make a rate markup because you really only understand about making a video and put it out there. Is it a sales-driven advert that you want? You get what I mean? People don't, there is so much, if you guys knew about how to actually turn your YouTube channel into a proper business, you wouldn't come out here and put certain things on your YouTube channel. You wouldn't. Because while you're worrying about the views and the subscribers, because you could have a YouTuber who has 10,000 subscribers and you have another YouTuber with 50,000 subscribers, and the one with 10,000 subscribers, at the end of the year, that person has made more money than the one with 50,000 subscribers. Because the niche that 10,000 subscribers is in is a higher paying niche. The content that they're putting out aligned more with high paying brands who pay them a lot of money for whatever they want. And you could be a YouTuber with so many subscribers getting so many views, but you'll never see that money. So I would say that sometimes if you're just doing YouTube for fun, that's something different if you're doing YouTube for fun. So you can just put anything you want here, there, everywhere. You understand? But guys, there's a lot to learn out here in the YouTube world. You know, I am learning a lot as I go along, and I research a lot. That's one thing with me. I do a lot of research when it comes on to these kind of areas, you know. And there are a lot of bright minds out here, you know. There are a lot of bright minds out here, and they have the potential to pretty much be among some of the best YouTubers out there, you know. My aim is to be among some of the best YouTubers, you know, and this is why I try to learn from them. This is why I research a lot and stuff like that. But at the same time, like I say, you can get drawn into the negativity if you are not careful sometimes. That's just natural, you know. But if you value your channel, which would be your brand, you know, because you would see that from your channel you can make merchandise, you can sell them, you can have your thank you this, your thank you that, whatever the case may be. But the biggest part of having a YouTube channel is to keep your YouTube channel at a certain standard, that when brands go through your YouTube channel and look at it, you can get good brand deals. Many people don't have a clue the brand deals that a lot of YouTubers have out there. And many people don't understand why a lot of YouTubers don't put certain things on their YouTube channel, because the brands are always watching. Just remember that. So guys, these are a few things I wish I knew before I started YouTube. Probably I would have been a better YouTuber than I am today, or I would have been a bigger YouTuber than I am today, you know, or I could have had a more substantial income from YouTube that I am getting today. So guys, if you have a YouTube channel, value your YouTube channel, value it. Be careful what you put on your YouTube channel. And guys, if you haven't created a YouTube channel yet, it's never too late to create a YouTube channel. Because you probably sit there think, oh, I don't know to do YouTube, I don't know. As long as you're a living human being, as long as you're a living human being, there is something about you that can generate an audience. As much as you may think there is nothing special or whatever, there is always something. Everybody is unique in their own way. So if you have not yet started a YouTube channel, and if you have any interest in it, I would say go ahead and create your YouTube channel. You'll find your way, and you'll meet people along the journey who will help you along the journey as well. Age is not a number when it comes on to starting your YouTube channel. Just remember that. Everybody, I want to thank you guys for joining the live. You know, this is a different type of video because I'm back to work again. Like I said, I've got a lot of beating from my subscribers, and I asked them for 1 week, you know, because we can't play around every day and stuff like that. We can't play around every single day on YouTube like that. Because like I said, I take my YouTube channels very seriously, and you know, but sometimes there are things out there which needs to address, and every now and then I'll have to address things, but nevertheless, you have to go back to business as usual because there are people out there, you have an audience who look to certain things from you, you know, to share. And you have to make sure you keep those audience very, very happy. Everybody, big up on yourself. Remember, one J-Pro world and no other. Blessings and blessings every single time. Big up.